So good evening, one and all present here. Now Dr. Kusum Lata is going to present the initiative which was done by OdiaGenAI. So I will ask Kusum Lata ma'am, please come over here and present what are the initiative taken by the OdiaGenAI. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Here I am here to give the overview about OdiaGenAI, how it is initiated, what are the activities we have performed or doing. So there are some agenda before this OdiaGenAI is, we can say, the combination of Odia plus GenAI. So what is this GenAI? This is a generative AI. So motivation, what is about it? What is mission? What are the team? What we have released? Activities? What web apps are there? So there are some terminology. Maybe since the morning we are hearing about large language model. There is one terminology, automatic speech recognition, GenAI, that is generative artificial intelligence, LoRa. So as this, before going to this OdiaGenAI, we all are aware of what is this generative AI. Means we are generating the text, any content. It may be text, image, video, all we say that we are generating the content by using artificial intelligence. So what is the motivation behind this OdiaGenAI? Like, we have to develop the multilingual NLP tools. So multilingual, though there are LLM large language models which are supporting this OdiaGenAI, but that are not that much giving the correct answer. So the performance is for the various tasks like content generation, question answering. It can be improved by giving as the larger data set also. As also there are many NLP tasks. So for we have to develop the data set for a task specific also. So LLM support this Odia language, fail to understand the content if many of have observed, if they have given some instructions in the Odia, so maybe there are some errors in. Initially, if you have observed that when ChatGPT came, so if you give some questions like mathematically, so they are giving some, they gave the answer wrong, or some like the 404 error, page error. So these are the initially issues. So same way for the low, because Odia is a low resource language. So for low resource language, it may that they will not give that much good performance. So there is maybe one more motivation is that, well, there is a subscription fees. There is as such freely available. So there is uses like privacy, wiseness of data input to LLM are in question. Like, for example, I'm giving us one example. Like if LLM is only trained on, let us say, medical data set. So there is some biasness only data for medical. Or if LLM is not trained on a, let us say, Sanskrit language, so it will not give that much accurate answer. So OdiaGenAI is a collaborative initiative that conducts the research on generative AI, LLM for the Odia language. So initially, the team has started specifically about the Odia. Then the peoples are connected, researchers have connected, then started with the Hindi language, Bengali language. So there are other low resource languages we have considered here. So aim is to utilize the power of AI in building a generative AI and LLM based technology, and the solution for overall development of this Odisha or the Odia languages, this through the collaboration among the Odia technologists. So this is the team, our team. There are interns also in our team. So there are some data set and the models already are released which are in the Hugging Face. You can go through the website, this Hugging Face also. So there are a lot of models and the open source models, open source data sets are available there. So the link is also there, is available. So there are some specific activities are being held by this OdiaGenAI community, like the research, scientific publication, workshop, mentorship also, app development, and the workshops, hackathon events. All these events will be handled. So there are some web apps like One Olive Scrapper for Odia data scraping. It is just to extract the data, provide the URL, and you'll extract that data, data or the text from that URL. So this is Olive, farm forward instruction set preparation for Indic language. Here what we do, like you can select the language. If you see here, there is Hindi. And what is the input you are giving, like you are giving here text, okay, or what you are providing here PDF, what is, and like you want to, how many number of questions you want to be create, you'll write here questions, and if you provide that text, then it will give you the questions. So it will give you the instruction set as the chat GPT or these are work on instruction set data set. You are providing some questions and related some answers. So this chat GPT is actually trained on this type of data set. So ODI-SR model, which is OdiaGenAI speech recognition, you have to give the audio and then it will be converted into the text. This Odia GPT model also is there. You can give the questions in Odia languages, and the response will be there in the Odia language. And there is a collaborative research project. One is the framework for easy deployment of compressed and optimized model. Another is Sanskrit Bench, bridging the NLP and Indian cultural richness. And there is another is Odia Bhasha Brushka, which is we'll talk about it. OdiaTreeBank, we'll talk later. So this is these are the activities held by the Odia community. Thank you.
Or embedded systems, which actually have limited resource requirements. The compression techniques generally, when applied, they actually reduce the memory, but often affects the accuracy in return. So there is a need for a compression framework which actually retains the performance and reducing the other resource requirements like computational requirements or memory requirements. So that is the objective behind this project. How is this project going to help? So the main objective behind is to bridge the gap from research to deployment, and so that we can provide deep learning models that can be deployed on IoT devices, sensor devices, that is going to enable real-time processing. And also it is going to, can be used in mobile AI development, like on smartphone applications, and also in resource-limited research environments. It can enable AI research teams with limited computational resources to work on deep learning models and through efficient compression techniques. So that is the objective and the idea behind this project. We are working on building a unified framework which is going to deploy compressed and deep learning models in resource constrained environments. And at the same time, it is going to enable, the framework would be able to provide actionable insights and tools that is going to enable the users to balance the compression, accuracy, and efficiency for their real world deployment. So based on what is their requirement, they can actually, configure which kind of, performance parameter is more important to them, and then effectively, calibrate and balance between these three parameters. We are working on three core compression techniques: quantization, pruning, and knowledge distillation. And this is step-by-step a framework of the entire pipeline. So the first step is like in loading a pre-trained model. The user would be provided with an infrastructure, provided with a framework where they can actually load their pre-trained models, select and customize which compression technique they wish to apply, and will be given the choice to fine tune and calibrate based on what is their requirement. And then based on the whatever performance it gives, they can actually choose which performance parameter is important for them, and then therefore export them in a deployment ready format. So we are basically taking an input as a pre-trained model and then providing them a compressed deep learning model that can be deployed in any environment, resource constrained environment. This is the high level architecture of the framework. We are right now working on the compression pipeline, and a prototype of the entire framework is ready with a interface that provides insights from the compressed model. So far we have, as we are working on the compression pipeline, so far we have worked upon text-based models. So we have worked upon three models: Llama, Quen, and Phi, and we have applied quantization techniques on these three models to see how the different evaluation metrics actually get affected when the models are compressed. And these metrics have been evaluated with the following benchmark datasets like MS Marco, BoolQ, and GSM-8K. And some of the results are shown over here, and we have actually seen that there has been a 13-fold reduction in model size, however with minimal drop in the performance. As future work, we are now working on vision transformer models to compress how we can compress which techniques would be suitable for compressing vision transformer models. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice presentation. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Satya here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So thank you. I think next session, Kusum Lata ma'am is going to present on the topic of OdiaTreeBank.
Odia data set, that is OdiaTreeBank. So we are building this OdiaTreeBank, which is universal dependencies rules are followed. And this CoRefNet means like there is a co-reference resolution terminology, which is also we are going to be annotate here. So, I mean, what is this tree bank? We're talking about this tree bank. So, what is this tree bank? So, tree bank is actually a annotated data set or corpus, which is including some linguistic features. Where we can say that the sentences are divided into the tokens, like the words, how they are related to each others. So which includes the features like part of speech tag, morphological features like we can say gender, case, like it is a first person, second person, or third person, singular hai, okay? So dependency relations, whether this particular, let us say she eats apple. So this she and eats are related, how the words are related. Eats and apple, how these two words are related. So these will be dependency relations. So this tree bank is very crucial, very important for training the models, any models. So like if I want to develop any NLP tool for Odia, so let us say I just want to develop a parser, automatic parser who is parsing this sentence, like it is telling about the syntactical features of the grammar, I can say the grammar of Odia sentence. Then for making this automatic parser by using LLM or like machine learning, we should have a data according to that particular task to train that model. Like for a machine translation also. So why we focus on the Odia? Because very limited resources, low resource languages there, very limited sentences or the very limited text is available for annotated data. So Odia is a morphological rich language, just like a Hindi language. So we are building this UD based, universal dependency based tree bank. It is useful for like any if you want to develop any NLP pipeline tools like part of speech tagging, parsing, tokenization also. So this will boost the Odia presence in like AI, like translation, in education, tech. Like if someone is talking in Odia language, we can convert that into a text also. So this is technology. So we can translate like NCRT books in which are in in Hindi or in English. We can convert into Odia by using the NLP tools. So we are preserving and digitally all these text and data, so which is empower this particular language. So what is our problem statement? It is though the universal dependency frameworks provide some standardized POS. POS means part of speech tag and morphological and syntax across the 100+ languages. Odia currently has actually the 100 sentences which we released. This is the smallest data set which is not sufficient for training any models for a particular task, NLP task. So there is a lack of data set. So this is our motivation for doing a work on it. So what is our objective is expand the tree bank to annotate by annotating this more than the like 100 sentences. Build the automatic parser also, which is actually including the universal dependency rules, like a universal dependency compatible parser. So methodology, we will be using the universal dependency framework, and there is a manual annotation for different type of sentences. As we know that this Odia language is like a Hindi language, is a free word order. So our next initiative is to include the annotation of co-reference resolution. So what is actually co-reference resolution? Co-reference resolution means, just I'm saying one simple example, like Ram is a boy and he is studying in 5th class. So Ram and a boy and he. There's one, Ram is a boy and he is studying in a 5th class. So Ram, a boy, and he. These three text representations are representing a same entity. So if this co-reference resolution means you need to find out these entities who is pointing to the same entity, real word entity. So just like here, if you see that, them all is pointing to the several of vitality can dog food products. it point to the product. So my is pointing to I. So Labrador, she is pointing to Labrador. So this product, it, and it point to the product. So these are the chain. You are making a chain who is pointing to the same entity. This is we called as a co-reference resolution. So what is the application for this co-reference resolution? It is like using machine translation. Is if I'm saying that one example, Ram is a boy and he's studying in a 5th class, how machine will be able to understand that what is he and what is a boy? I mean, this he is means saying that Ram or what? So machine has to, because the human has that common sense. When we are reading the text, we can logically include these points, but machine cannot have. We have to give that sense while translating the sentences into other languages. So this is the one of the application of this co-reference resolution, like question answering also, text summarization also. So this is the project team. These are the resource person who has contributed to this project. This personally funded by the John Wacker, who is a research engineer there in Stanford University. So what is the impact of this purpose, this and the future plan? This provide the robust universal dependency tree wing for ODIA for an NLP research, and it will enhances the tools, like I said, that an parser, part of speech tagger, and there is one more, named entity recognition, co-reference resolution systems, and the scaling with the more annotations. Okay, so any like intern participation, workshops. So there are some demos available on the website, which is given by the Dr. Sahu, me, and there are other more, which is available through this OdiaTreeBank page. Anyone can join our team to contribute about this OdiaTreeBank. So you can contact Shanti sir and me. Thank you. Anyone who can contribute to this.
Two questions. One was that, like, do we have an example of what you did as like Odia answers?
Example.
I could see the English stuff you said, okay, these are 4
Because
I, boy, and so on. So
I have used only English because I understand all this.
and my second question was, you being a non-native Odia speaker, what are the challenges you face? I understand Hindi, Odia,
Sir, let me give the answer of this one. Actually, ma'am is there who is having contact in Stanford University. So through her only we got the project. But Odia people are there. This our translator who is going to done this one. So they are from Odisha only. Okay, and we have this from the what we are saying, Kalyani ma'am is from France, and Vijay Lakshmi ma'am from Revansa University, from Odia department.
I mean, who are linguistical expert in this language.
The students are translating these things, so move kuade jauji. So what is move kuade, whether that is correct or not, which particular word is what, so they are going to getting that one.
And the FOCO reference resolution, I just check it, but I have to ask what is this is written. So I have
And
to
that
ask
is going to be verified by the Kusum Lata ma'am, Kalyani ma'am and Vijay Lakshmi ma'am. Okay, then only we are taking those things. And it's very difficult really, means to release 100 sentences in that
universal dependency framework.
We had taken around
Took
1
time.
year, can say. Because
how many steps lines to put it in the computer?
Sorry?
The English and all is much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Odia so far put 100.
so far 100 sentences are only released. So we
have done more, but we have released yet 100 because the other has included this co-reference annotations also. Our goal is, I think, more than 1,000. More than 1,000.
So that you can say POS, that part of system.
Part of speech, there are
So
universal.
automatically that is not there in ODI. So automatically that is going to be generated.
Like,
This is the tree bank, like tree bank.
you are showing that Excel sheet? Okay, that's it. So that Excel sheet also अगर
Yeah, I
होता तो
haven't
अच्छा होता।
included that ODI example ना, क्योंकि फिर मैं क्या explain
मेरे को
करूँ, मुझे पता ही
मेरे को भी
नहीं
शांति
चलेगा।
को बुलाने में भी थोड़ा भूल गया।
हाँ, हाँ।
कि फर्स्ट 100 में पूरा एक्टिव था मैं, देखा इतना टाइम लग रहा है अभी इतना बिजी में तो ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। मैं संडे कभी वही ज्वाइन करता हूँ, कभी भी नहीं। अभी टाइम बाद में वैसे ना मेरा बहुत काम, और इतना स्लो होता है ना ये काम, हम लोग देख चुके हैं।
मैं बोला वो जो है
पैसा देने के बाद भी स्लो होता है,
हाँ बहुत स्लो है।
पैसा देने के बाद भी स्लो करने से कैसे होता है?
इसमें मैंने बोला कि अभी मेरी 300 सेंटेंसेस कंप्लीट करके दो, बिकॉज आई हैव टू गिव टू द जॉन ऑल्सो।
Now you can free anytime you can. बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, मेरे को टाइम विश्वास नहीं करना। यहाँ पे हूँ, इतना काम ऑफिस में पेंडिंग।
So that is the actually thing. So whenever you say in the internet even the ODIA, they are writing the same ODIA in different forms, and that is the reason it took long time for the interest allocator area. Someone says that it can be written in this way. Somebody says no, it can be written in this way. So that is the major challenge. And one of the problem is like now most of the content, digital contents are noisy. And it's printed media, digital media, so everywhere if you look, most of the data are noisy. So I think, and that is the reason now we want to make the data management complete. But because initially we thought that maybe this is wrong, but if you look into the internet or the way the media writes, because Berlin is in France. This project is funded by the Stanford guy, and Berlin is in France, and one more guy who is in Ireland.
But is it complete for Hindi?
For
Hindi also they are working.
I think 1,000 sentences.
There are there to Hindi also.
Hindi data was there in Odia, that is not correct. But Odia was not there. We have released the file.
That is not ready in that form which is required. And also that is one
What
for
is the
news
purpose?
image.
What is the purpose stand for? What they want?
They actually are working also multi-lingual. They are also working on problems. Indian language.
So the more details actually you can find out in the website, like where the details. But yeah, this is the website where you can get some amount of statement and the real data set where they are. So this is the link of yeah, so this is how
and Satyam Raut, we are working towards building a multimodal dataset for LLM in Odia language. While preparing the dataset, we encountered a major challenge, that is manual annotation. This was necessary because most existing OCR model are not well equipped with to handle conjunct Odia words. However, the manual process was time consuming and inefficient. To overcome this, we came up with an idea of developing an OCR annotation tool. This tool allows us to view the image and its text side by side, making it easier to compare, verify, and annotate the data significantly, speeding up the annotation process. So let's see the UI. This is our OCR annotation tool. You can see there is a field for Gemini API key. I am using my Gemini API key. You can use your own. For now, we have only limited it to using the Gemini API key. As it is in developing phase, we are planning to use multiple API keys also. Then coming to the load folder part. Yes, you can see there is a folder named as Obosara Basare where we have multiple images. Let's say about we have sent 7 images. We can use all of these images for batch processing. As we are using the Gemini Flash 2.0 experimental model, which is free of cost. As it is free of cost, it comes with lots of limitations such as limited number of extraction for images and a slow processing. So we have already processed the OCR of the images that we have took. The first one is example. The left side is the image of the book, the old book that we have took, and the right one is the extracted text.
Our page.
Front page.
Yeah, yes sir. It's coming with mistakes, some of the mistake while OCR extraction due to
The lines are not correct. The pocket bones are not the footage.
yes sir. It is actually the original text that has been extracted by the Gemini. So,
Yeah, but it should have extended these 2 lines, right?
yes sir, because due to conjunct words of Odia, it sometimes hallucinate and provide us the wrong output. Due to which only we have used the Odia inscript keyboard that is in the below to annotate the extracted text. We can enable the Odia inscript keyboard when we have to type in Odia. If there are some mixed words like in English also there or also in Odia, then we can enable or disable the Odia inscript keyboard and we can type it. We have mapped the keyboard with different characters of Odia to the physical keyboard. Yes sir. And this platform also provides us a feature that if we have a pre-existing CSV of the extracted OCR text, we can load it and also edit it. And coming to the export all to CSV, after editing or annotating the extracted text, we can save it in our local environment. The backend that we have used is written with the Fast API, and the front end is written with the React plus Tailwind CSS.
So as you have told about the Obasara Basare and the Sri Fakir Mohan Senapati annotation is wrong here. So the thing is, we know that this is a Gemini Flash 2.0 experimental model, and this is prone to many errors, and that's why we are building our own LLM to correct the errors. We can see the next page. Shiba, if you can, yeah. Here you can see, just enlarge the image. Yeah. Here we can see that here, scroll down कर लो out के थोड़ा you can see the first line written is 4-5 वर्ष परे Purve. So you can see that those things are also like extracted very good, but this is prone to errors, and that's why we have the in application editing. Also, we have a load CSV format. If you have an existing CSV file for our data, and we are seeing some errors in that, we can load that directly here and edit the here and extract the updated CSV as per our requirements. So that's why this is we can say that one-stop solution for making the data better, or we can say beautiful. And so that's why we have came up with this idea and built this with the help of our team.
I didn't get that. When you said this is the extracted text, you can edit. Then you said you have a process to something a final product, or you just export?
No sir, you can export this, but that will be prone to errors. These you can see that there are many errors extracted from here.
But you can annotate it correctly.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay, it Okay, fine. Then no other further processing between what is coming out over there. Somebody can do it, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, no other computer processing.
No, no.
All right.
So about the future prospects of this, we have some future prospects like auto spell checker, spelling corrector as well. But these are some future visions. We have a little time, so we have come up this one right now, and we will be working on this to make this even finer and even better and we will come up with better UI and UX for better user experience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Part. So we are hearing a lot of buzz, right? Can you please confirm that if you can see my screen as well?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we are hearing a lot of buzz, right? Today, Dr. Anup as well said in this morning session regarding that reasoning model. So yeah, I'll cover two aspects of it. Why aspect of reasoning model and how aspect of our product, right? So let's start with the why aspect, why we are creating reasoning model and why there is a lot of buzz for the reasoning model, right? So, okay, we have seen that a lot of big tech companies like OpenAI, DeepSeek and all of this, right? They're creating these reasoning models and they're chasing behind the reasoning model. So, because these have achieved, they've sold that new kind of accuracy, like improved accuracy across that model, right? So we are seeing improved accuracy in reasoning. We are implementing the traditional reinforcement learning concepts into the large language models. For that, we are seeing the reasoning models. Let's suppose earlier we have two phases of training. Pre-training, once we get the base model, we train those on SFT data. SFT data is basically curated, specially curated data to follow some kind of instructions. So there is two phases of training earlier. That is first pre-training, and those pre-trained models are trained in SFT data. Those are true training. But when DeepSeek came along with the reinforcement learning, DeepSeek R1, right? When they saw that aha moment, AHA moment that they said it, you can also look into this one. So basically, the aha moment that DeepSeek team R10 got in reinforcement learning, this one, right? So this proved to be a very efficient for reasoning for LLMs to give more accurate results in case of user questions. So this is how before the reasoning this looked like, with the responses before that and after the responses of reasoning. So after LLM reasoning LLM responds in a reasoning tags inside it and gives the responses and after it. So this is how we get reasoning. Coming into the how aspect, we trained our reasoning model in this open thoughts data. You can see the data set here. It's also available in Hugging Face. So we have translated this data open thoughts data.
Sorry to interrupt. I think we can see half of the screen, or this is
Only URL you can change.
just the URL.
Okay, sorry. Let me reset it again so that you.
Yes, please.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so this is the data that we have curated. We have translated the open thoughts 21 million data into parallel reasoning corpus, and we have trained the reasoning, translated the reasoning part and the user input into our target language, that is ODIA, and we have fine-tuned using GRPU with Unslog, and we got that reasoning model. Now someone present physically can saw the reasoning model, the demo for the reasoning model as well. So please, if you can show the demo for our reasoning model. Yeah, Sambit bhai, if you can share someone's screen and check for the demo. Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me? Okay.
Hello. Saira, am I audible?
Yes, Sambit, I can hear you.
Yes, just a minute. They are preparing the demo. Yes, they will connect.
Okay.
So hello everyone. So before going to give the demo for reasoning model, first I would like to show our earlier work which we have done on the LLM fine tuning. So these are the normal fine tuning using SFT. So and now we are moving forward to making a fine tuning for the reasoning model, as Sahid says, and he has shown the data set we have prepared and fine tuned the model. And now I would like to move forward showing the demo of it, how our reasoning model inferencing will look like. So this is our inferencing UI, where we have fine-tuned the reasoning model over the data set which Sahid has shown before. And now I would like to show the example of it. So here is a prompt, and I will submit the prompt, and we will see the response, which will be with the reasoning and in the Odia language. And the main aim for making this inferencing the reasoning model is to tackle the complex problems. As we know, the A reasoning model breaks the problem into the small chunks and give the reason for each. So as we can see the output, with the reasoning, our fine-tuned reasoning model, there is a proper thinking part and the output part. For this question, we have a simple mathematic application, and where we can see the final result as a -4 with the proper reasoning, how it is coming, as human used to do. So now I would like to show another such example. So in this question, it is a simple question where 32,500 will be divided by 500, and what will be the final outcome. So as we can see, our model used to give the proper thinking and the final output. So that's from our reasoning model, and now Santosh will like to show how our mobile application look like. Santosh. Yes. We have fine-tuned it using the distillation process.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So continuing with this one, so I would like to maybe give another demo of this one. So let's take another question with this, and post that we'll go to the app section. Could you take that?
Because the questions are given, the numeric value which are in question, it is in English. That's right.
Okay, so in the input question.
Numeric word in Odia, then it will give in Odia. Yeah, we can try. We can look at an example.
Okay, so I'll take that. Just I'm preparing a Odia question. Okay. Okay, so my Odia question is ready. So the question says, जड़े व्यक्ति तांको वेतनर 10% खर्च कले 10% आउ जहाँ अवशिष्ट रहिला सेथिर 25% संचय कले तेबे से केते प्रतिशत धन संचय कले. So let's give it a try. So it's processing our question. Okay, so you can see in the things section, it is just analyzing. First we need to spend 10%, खर्च होइतिबा प्रतिशत 10%. तापरे अवशिष्ट धन केते रहिला से 10% माइनस कला पर कहूची 90% बा 90%. देन संचय होइतिबा धन से 90% र 25%. And at the end it's saying that व्यक्तिटी 22.5% संचय करिছে, which is correct. So now as we give the input in Odia, so it is also responding in Odia. Hope that answers the question. Okay.
So
just a second. Okay, so continuing with our mobile application that we have developed recently for the generative OdiaGenAI. So we have just grabbed a screen recording of our mobile application to give it a demo. So this is the splash screen. We'll start with, it will have a OdiaGenAI logo and going forward. So I'm just playing this one. So we'll try a similar prompt, and mostly it's a mathematical one. So I'll maybe take a pause to show you the prompt. So it's a mathematic geometry question. So we're saying जदि गोटे कोण टेंजेंट एक अटे तेबे त्रिभुजर समस्त कोणर संभाव्य माने होची 45% and this is the question. So if we see the answer, so similar to other popular Gen AI, we also have a thinking section that we are initially showing as collapsed, and you can expand that one and you can see what is going on inside that. So also we have a copy button, if you'll notice. So that's also that will copy just the response, not the thinking portion of it. So maybe we'll try with another prompt as well. So mostly in this demonstration we'll take the geometry questions. Okay, so let's go through this question. Maybe I'll take a pause to go through this question. Julie 120 पृष्ठार एक पुस्तक पढ़ुअछि गतकाली से 12 पृष्ठा पढ़ी पारथिला एवं से गतकाली अपेक्षा 2 गुण पृष्ठा पढ़िछि. This is a typical question that we solve in our schools. जदि से आसंता काली बाकी थिबा पृष्ठार अधा पढ़िबा चाहंती तेबे से केते पृष्ठा पढ़िबे. So let's resume. Okay, so you can see the thinking section was initially collapsed, and I have expanded it now. So we can go through this result and analysis. So if you expand the thinking section, you can see the whole analysis with the step-by-step analysis. Like in the step 1, it decided Julie gatakali 12 पृष्ठा पढ़िथिला. In the second step, it is going through aji kete पढ़िबो, that analysis, and in the third step, it is saying that mo पृष्ठा 120 and all. So at the end, it decided the answer should be 48. So we are at the end, if you just collapse the thinking section, you will see that the answer is 48. And if you click on that copy button, only the answer will be copied, not the thinking portion of it. That's how we have developed this application. So we have also one more question after this for the demo purpose. Okay. Okay, so here is the next question. नाटालिया एप्रिल मासरे तांको 48 जन बंधु को क्लिप बिक्री करथिले एवं तापरे से मे मासरे तार अधा क्लिप बिक्री करथिले. एबे नाटालिया एप्रिल एवं मे मासरे मोट केते क्लिप बिक्री करथिले. अगेन a math question to solve. Okay, so it's sometime taking some time, and you can see initially the thinking section was collapsed. We expanded it to see what is going on, and again we have the detailed analysis and a final answer at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the mobile application. We are still adding more features, and this is the initial version. We have not yet published this one, but very soon we'll make this live in the Play Store, and maybe you all can enjoy that post that. Thank you.
Because it is only trained on the mathematical reasoning only.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
Next.
Thank you, Sambit and their team for this release of the product. Very nice. So now we have next session at 6:30. So we have samosa is there outside the venue. Okay, so we can have. Then we will sit at 6:30.